Welcome to Dusseldorf Boat Show, very early morning before the doors are open. I'm here on the Hanse stand to show you this boat behind me. This was European Yacht of the Year 2022 and is the Hanse 460. So let's jump aboard and have a good look round. Right, so here we are up at deck level looking at the transom of the boat. Before we just jump on, I will just quickly show you the different layouts you can have in this boat. Not radically different, but there is a bit of option there if what I'm about to show you doesn't quite fit your needs. So let's start looking at the boat. What we can't quite see on this stand, because the stand comes right up to it, is this huge fold down platform that folds up into the transom very neatly, but does provide a really nice swim platform. There's a great bathing ladder there and would be ideal for messing around in the water. So let's jump aboard and see what we've got here. So we're immediately faced by these twin wheels, which are really nicely kitted out with instruments and controls. We've got the control for that Yanmar engine there. We've got our bow thruster, Yanmar engine controls, and B&G MFD. Down here we've got fusion and more instruments. But just have a look down there, because it's a beautifully wide boat, which is obviously going to give us a lot of accommodation when we drop down. But in terms of a cockpit, it makes it really sociable. So let's stay here just for a little while. Now, we've got these seats for the helm. If you wanted to sit down, they will just unbolt from there, as you can see, and hinge up here. So you can open this whole transom up. We've got a storage locker there. We've got a bin store here for your lines. Power is also in there. These winches are actually really handy there, because obviously they're within easy access of the person helming, so you don't necessarily have to involve the crew. Just go forward, and here you can see we've got two tables. That one actually drops down, and as you can see, can make into a huge sun pad. But it's a very nice sociable area. Of course, you can have biminis on here if you want. At the moment we are open to the, I was going to say skies, but roof. And if you want to get around to the foredeck, the easiest way is just to step up here. You can jump up over the seats there, but this is the easiest way. And we'll just wander around. Lovely wide decks, totally uncluttered. And up here, lots of hatches you'll see, which are going to allow light to stream into that cabin. That one actually goes into the forward cabin. This is a huge sail locker, and there we've got our anchor gear and bowsprit for those asymmetric sails. Right, let's just wander back. We've got gates either side if you're moored to side 2, but lovely wide decks to move around on. Right, so as we aim to go down, we've got a hatch that slides across here. We've got washboards which drop into the floor, and then we come down into this interior. I'll just let you have a quick look around, because it's very spacious. And if you were on a 46-foot boat of 20 years ago, you would probably have half this volume at least. Right, so let's have a quick look round. We'll start over here in the nav area. So you've got your Fusion there, you've got a VHF. Here is designed to mount MFDs, instruments, whatever you want. Under here we've got a storage for your paper charts. There's some storage up there as well. But you're nicely kind of tucked in there, even if you're heeling, and you've got a good grab handle there. As we move forward, we've got the galley. Lots of workspace. We've got a 1.5 bowl sink under here. Then under here we've got a dishwasher, storage there and there. That's your bin. You've got a fridge there, which is not huge, fairly small. That's just your cutlery. But under here you've got another very deep chiller cabinet. And don't think that's all your refrigeration, because I'll show you some more in a minute. Up here we've got some nice deep storage as well, so plenty of storage for your galley. Then if we move across to the dining areas, we've got seating for at least 4 there, and then another 2, slightly squished, but another 2 there for sure, but very nicely arranged. And the whole thing down here is just so light, because we've got all these windows. Those are in the coach roof, those are in the hull, those are up on the top of the coach roof. So just plenty of light streaming in. Now, other thing on this little unit here, down here we have a pop-up TV. So if you're relaxing in the evening, you can sit over there and watch TV. Let's go aft, because here we've got a lovely double cabin. We've got a whole window there that isn't really doing very much at the moment because we've got a boat alongside. Nicely finished. Got this light wood throughout, but you've got great size hanging wardrobe there. You've got some storage, little tray there for knickknacks. Lots of natural light coming in and ventilation there and there. And if we go to the other side, we've got pretty much a mirror image of that. So all the same that we've just seen on the other side. Now in here we have what is our day heads. So we've got a loo, nice sink there, and a mirror. And then if I just jump in here and close that door, we've actually got a very usable walk-in shower with a solid door. Now this actually becomes the ensuite for this cabin, because there's a door here which gives you access in privacy. Now if we go in here, this option is been to make it into a kind of utility space. So you've got big hanging rail there, and there we have a huge fridge or freezer depending on what you want. This isn't fitted out extensively, but you can actually have washing machines, tumble dryers in here, whatever you want. This boat is still kind of open to that. This is a stock boat. So let's just go forward into the master cabin. And for a 46-foot boat, this is really impressive. It's got quite a sumptuous feel to it. Walls are all lined in this material. Hope you can see that, sorry it's a bit stroby. And you've got the wood up here with storage in there, open ones there. Behind here we've got a decent size hanging And then over this side, a much bigger bank of open and hanging storage there, and some drawers under there. If I just spin round, we've got the ensuite for this cabin. So we've got a loo down there. Again, it's all nicely finished with this light timber. Got a good sized sink with great cupboards under there. Lovely big mirror there. And in here, another walk-in shower, again with a solid door. So there we are. The Hanse 460, I think for a 46-foot boat, the space is actually staggering. The price of this boat, Hanse are always very good value, is $356,000. That's the base price, but it does include the tax. So superb value. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps our channel, allows us to do these things, and costs you nothing. So wonderful. We will see you on the next one. Thank you very much for watching.